Queen Elizabeth bravely returns to work the first public time since Prince Philip's funeral, with a friendly and energetic smiling, as she held virtual audiences at Windsor Castle, via video link on Tuesday afternoon. In video call, the Queen paid a touching tribute to Prince Philip by wearing a special brooch. This brooch she wore is believed to be the Nizam of Hyderabad floral royal brooch, which was part of a tiara gifted to the Queen on her and Prince Philip's wedding day in 1947. The monarch is essentially getting back to work after the 2-week mourning period that she observed due to her husband's passed away. Plenty of people were concerned that we'd see the Queen still with a sad face on, as the last time that we saw her, she was sitting alone during the funeral. However, the Queen with beams smiling pictured for the first time official public engagement, once again showed her strong and courageous will to overcome the pain of losing a loved one when Prince Philip passed away. Wow, that smile is amazing. Lovely to see our Queen smiling after all the heartache of late. What a role model, she is incredible. Thanks for being the Queen. You make this difficult time for all of us that much easier by your example of selfless hard work. Her Majesty, who turned 95 last week, held 2 virtual audiences with the incoming ambassadors to the United Kingdom from Latvia and the Ivory Coast. She has no longer in a black mourning outfit, was dressed in a pale blue floral dress which featured large purple, white and yellow flowers, with a 3-string pearl necklace and a diamond brooch as accessories. She was pictured on a computer screen smiling as she held 2 audiences with the ambassador from the Republic of Latvia and the ambassador from the Republic of Côte d'Ivoire, who were at Buckingham Palace. This is the first time the Queen has been photographed carrying out her duties since Philip died on the 9th of April. After 2 weeks of royal mourning in memory of the late Duke ended for the monarchy in their households, meaning the Windsors were allowed to go back to work full-time. The 2 women presented the letters of recall from their predecessors, along with their own letters of credence. There are more than 170 ambassadors and high commissioners based in London, each of whom receives an audience from the Queen shortly after starting their job. Before, the Queen also has honored her late husband, Prince Philip, in a touching post on the official royal family Instagram account. Buckingham Palace shared an official photograph of the Queen and Prince Philip, taken by photographer Annie Leibovitz in 2016, was accompanied by a famous quote from a speech the Queen gave in 1997. "He has, quite simply, been my strength and stay all these years, and I, and his whole family, and this and many other countries, owe him a debt greater than he would ever claim, or we shall ever know." The candid image, taken by the Countess of Wessex and shared on the monarch's wishes, shows the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh enjoying a relaxed moment at the top of the Coils of Meuk, Scotland in 2003. The official tribute went on to explain how the Duke of Edinburgh has been a devoted consort for nearly 70 years, companion to the Queen. Last week, Her Majesty turned 95, 4 days after burying her husband, and will now reportedly be supported by her children, who will take on more prominent roles and responsibility within the family. According to a source said, Queen Elizabeth is increasingly withdrawing to Windsor Castle, while Prince Charles is stepping forward and reshaping the family to carry on after her. The Queen will step back from royal duties moving forward, as she prepares for a future without Prince Philip, a former royal correspondent has claimed. Former BBC royal correspondent Peter Hunt told the New York Times, "Fundamentally, the Queen will fade away gracefully. COVID has helped in the sense that it has accelerated what any sensible 95-year-old woman would want to do, which is not stand on your feet all day long." The Queen's children are also expected to begin taking on increased responsibilities within the firm. While the Queen has gone back to work since Philip's death, she is never going to return to the hectic schedule of meetings, receptions and garden parties that she plowed through for decades. She may come to Buckingham Palace only 2 days a week for meetings, these people said, preferring to stay at Windsor Castle, where she and Philip quarantined during the pandemic. The Queen is in good health, bothered only by stiffness in her knees, which makes it hard for her to climb stairs. Her Majesty conducted multiple meetings by video calls over the last year, showing off her wit in some of those virtual encounters. Like others who worked from home, she adjusted to the new environment, a person with ties to the palace said, and is not reflexively returning to the office just because it is reopening. Buckingham Palace also is busy planning her Platinum Jubilee, a 4-day celebration in June 2022, to mark the 70 years since her accession to the throne. After Prince Philip's passed away, Buckingham has given new urgency to a transition already underway in the House of Windsor. As always with the royal family, details about its internal deliberations are elusive and befog in speculation. With the Queen's reign in its twilight, Prince Charles has moved to streamline the royal family and reallocate its duties, a downsizing forced by the loss of stalwart figures like Prince Philip, as well as by the rancorous departure of Prince Harry and Meghan, and the messy internal exile of Prince Andrew. Reports that Prince Charles and Prince William reportedly want to shake things up a bit when it comes to the monarchy and which members of the royal family will be involved. It has been reported that there will be just 7 royals involved when the Prince of Wales and Duke of Cornwall or the Duke of Cambridge exceeds the throne. The Prince of Wales had already taken over some of his mother's duties, including overseas trips and investiture ceremonies, in which people are granted knighthoods. It is a clear signal that the Queen does not want the crown to skip a generation and that Prince Charles will start taking on an even bigger role in royal life, the source said. Following Prince Philip's passed away earlier this month, Charles took on extra responsibilities as the heir to the throne and to help the Queen Elizabeth II. But the biggest challenge for Prince Charles is reconciling the family's workload with its reduced ranks. He has long favored a slimmed-down monarchy, built around him and his wife, Camilla, Princess Anne, Prince William and Kate Middleton, with Harry and Meghan. But the decision of Harry and Meghan to withdraw from their duties and move to California blew a hole in those plans. After the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's explosive interview with Oprah Winfrey, it was hard to imagine Harry and Meghan returning to the UK for a family reunion. Speaking to Talk Radio, royal biographer Angela Levin previously said Prince Charles is likely to press on with the long-held plans despite the Queen wanting to keep the outer edges of the family all together and avoid change. Ms. Levin said, Prince Charles has wanted for a very long time to cut the monarchy down to save costs and to make people be worth the money that they got from the taxpayer. I imagine that might be when Harry and Meghan are ditched from being members of the royal family. The Mail Online reports that only 7 royals could make the cut and be involved in the monarchy. Include Prince Charles and Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, Prince William and Kate Middleton, and her children Prince George, Prince Louis and Princess Charlotte would work as senior royals. This decision is made after Prince Charles is reportedly desperate to reconcile with Prince Harry, while Prince William and some of the members of the royal family remain cautious, following Harry and Meghan Markle's interview with Oprah Winfrey. In their interview with Oprah, Meghan alleged someone within the family had expressed concern about the color of their baby Archie's skin. While Harry's comments about his father and brother were arguably just as damaging. My father and my brother, they are trapped. They don't get to leave and I have huge compassion for that, he said. While Harry's compassion for William and Charles might well be genuine, he was essentially suggesting they were prisoners in a constructed world that he had chosen to escape. It was a highly damaging claim, especially for a family that prides itself on fostering ties within the Commonwealth. We are very much not a racist family, Prince William said after a journalist asked, is the royal family a racist family? Please support growing channel by subscribe channel and like video hour. And don't forget activate notifications to channel to always get the latest news. If you have any problems with the information in the video, please write a comment below to let us know and answer.